Hello guys, Joseph here, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I have a massive monitor for review. This is the new 49C1R from Innocn. It is a VA panel with 5120 by 1440p resolution and up to 120 Hz of refresh rate, with a 32 by 9 aspect ratio, 1800R curvatory display, adaptive sync, HDR 400, and it looks and performs amazing. I never thought in a million years that I was going to have a 49-inch super ultra wide monitor here in the studio, and on top of that, I never thought I was going to like it so much. This is like having two 27-inch monitors in one piece without the distracting bezels in the middle. This is perfect for gaming, especially racing games, and the curvature gives a more immersive experience. It is absolutely insane. I like how you can see more details, but it makes you feel that you are part of the race. This also works great with sports game. Playing the new NFL 24 game on this monitor makes you feel that you are in the stadium. The field looks beautiful from this point of view, and I can see the crowd, the players. It is absolutely beautiful. I also play a little bit of RoboCop, which is a first-person shooter, and it looks so awesome. The gameplay felt smooth and very sharp. Even though I'm used to playing in 4K most of the time, this monitor looks amazing at 1440p. The additional field of view on first-person shooter games makes me a little bit dizzy when panning the camera. That is something that I noticed. Another game that I absolutely recommend to play on an ultra-wide monitor is Mad Max. Now this is an old game, but I just downloaded a few days ago to play on the Steam Deck, and I didn't know it was such a good game. But gaming on this monitor is insane. The map looks massive. You can definitely see more in this FOV. I also love the colors of this display. Even though I'm playing on SDR and the monitor has a 8-bit panel, it still looks beautiful. I totally recommend to play this game. It is an open world game with a third-person view and some awesome fighting gameplay and driving involved with lots of upgrades to your vehicle. Now this monitor also has HDR support, but I prefer to use SDR mode. Yes, HDR usually has better black levels and better colors and a brighter picture, but for the best HDR performance, you need at least 1000 nits of peak brightness, local dimming, and 10-bit colors, and you're not getting any of that with this monitor. And besides, HDR on PC still has some issues. When I turn it on, the whole picture looks washed out and very dark when gaming, so I just rather not use it. Another feature I like is the ability to connect your console and split the screen. Here I connected my Xbox, and on the left screen I am watching a video on YouTube from my PC. You can do that, or you can also use the whole screen for work. Well, in my case, to edit videos, or you can also use the half of the screen for productivity and on the other half for YouTube, or maybe you want to check your emails. I mean, you now have so much more room to work with. The monitor has one DisplayPort 1.4, one HDMI 2.1, one USB Type-C with 65 watts. You can connect the laptop using the USB Type-C. There's also two USB Type-A and one Type-B, and a headphone jack. My only issue is that if I want to use the Xbox on this ultra wide monitor, the picture is not going to look good. The picture looks so stretched out and it looks ugly. So I have to use the 16 by 9 aspect ratio format, which is around 27 inches of screen, and you get these black bars on each side. It looks alright, but you are also limited to 1440p at 120 Hz, and the Xbox doesn't support HDR on other resolutions, only at 4K. So you cannot play with HDR, and I can tell the difference right away. Games that run on SDR do look fantastic, very colorful and bright. Now, if you want to use adaptive sync, it only works when it's in ultra wide mode. So that's another feature that you cannot use with consoles. This feature is also activated in the menus, and it is compatible with NVIDIA video cards as well. The menu buttons are located here at the bottom center. They're easy to access, and this monitor offers different picture modes for professionals like sRGB mode or Adobe or DCI-P3 mode, which by the way, it already comes calibrated for sRGB and Adobe. There are also presets for different type of games like RPGs or RTS or first-person shooters, or you can also adjust your own settings as well. I wish this monitor had a remote control so I can access the settings and the menus much faster instead of going through the buttons and everything. I'm just so used to BenQ remote control. It's so awesome. The monitor also has built-in speakers which sound okay. I honestly do like built-in speakers on monitors because I hate dealing with external speakers and cables. But in this case, I do recommend to use external speakers or good headphones. Now, putting together this monitor is a total experience. The display is not that heavy, but it is massive, so you gotta handle it carefully. The stand assembles easily and there are 3 screws at the bottom. There are no crazy RGB lights in the back, it's just flat black. It also has tilt adjustment, up and down, and pan adjustment as well. There is some cable management through the stand, but I can still see some of the cables in the front. Now, I know there are better monitors out there with high refresh rates or even OLED displays, but this monitor sells for $799, which is almost like half the price of these other monitors out there, and you're still going to get this beautiful immersive experience. Now, with that being said, if you play mostly on consoles, this monitor is not for you. There are many features that are disabled and you just won't be getting the best experience, which is the ultra-wide format. This monitor works best on a gaming PC. Yes, you're limited to 120 Hz, but games still runs very smooth and the immersive experience is fantastic. I think that's the main reason I love this monitor. Every time I see it, I'm like, wow, this is so cool. Anyways guys, that's it for my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm Jolster, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Jolster out!